Every legendary party rises from humble beginnings as level 1 adventurers. To advance in level, these parties must defeat enemies in combat, starting with the most feeble and working their way up. That's where these low-level monsters shine. All contained within the monster manual and between the challenge ratings of 0 and 1, these enemies represent some of the most iconic creatures suitable for pitting against level 1 players. So write up your backstory, roll up your stats, and enjoy this video of our top 10 classic low-level D&D monsters. Number 10. Guards. We use the term monster loosely, but with so many adventuring parties meeting in taverns surrounded by alcohol and potential mischief, it's not unusual for rowdy players to run afoul of the law and come face to face with the town guard. It's then that most murder hobos, player characters, would rather fight than surrender peacefully. Consequently, unless the guards outnumber the players 2 to 1, these poor NPCs just doing their jobs don't stand much of a chance. Number 9. Stirges. More of a nuisance than lethal threat, the blood-sucking four-winged beasts known as Stirges swarm their targets, attach themselves with pinching claws, and drain their meals with needle-like proboscises. Until forcefully removed, killed, or satiated, these Stirges sit contently, using adventurers as their own personal slurpee machines. The only thing preventing them from being a more dangerous threat are their extremely low HP, making them easy to overcome. Number 8. Bandits. Bandits can be found in nearly any hub of humanoid activity, from rarely traveled roads to the back alleys of a fantasy metropolis. Though they prefer to intimidate their targets into handing over their gold, they're more than happy to come to blows when their quarries resist. Though it's possible they may be an unorganized street gang, most bandits are led by a captain or low-level boss, adding an additional challenge to the encounter. Number 7. Undead. We're going to bend the rules a bit and combine skeletons and zombies into a single entry, though they are far from interchangeable. True, both are undead creatures resurrected through necromantic magic, but the roles they fill vary. Zombies, for example, are resilient but extremely dumb, taking no heed for their own bodies and only able to follow the simplest of orders. Skeletons, by contrast, may fight with weapons, carry out complex tasks, and can even operate complicated siege equipment. Need a bunch of meat shields? Go with zombies. Want something smarter? Skeletons are your best bet. Number 6. Cultists. Cultists dedicate their lives to a higher power, be that a god, an interplanar being, or an ancient dragon. They follow this purpose with an unhinged zeal bordering on insanity, making it difficult to sway them diplomatically or through magical means. Therefore, the best course of action when facing cultists is to wipe them out before they can fulfill their vile purpose and unleash an evil capable of world destruction. Number 5. Grey Ooze. Grey Ooze is a non-sentient slime more dangerous than it looks. Its amorphous ability allows it to squeeze through tight spaces, and its false appearance makes it indistinguishable from inanimate objects when stationary. But what really makes it stand out is its ability to corrode metal, damaging any non-magical weapon or armor it comes in contact with. This corrosive acidity also means defeated player characters experience an excruciatingly painful death as they're slowly dissolved over the course of days. At least they'll have time to contemplate where things went wrong. Number 4. Kobolds. Though early editions of D&D portray kobolds as almost dog-like in appearance, they later took on the small draconic humanoid form we all know and love today. Weak but intelligent, kobolds rely on overwhelming numbers and ingenious traps to defeat more powerful opponents. Their sunlight sensitivity means kobolds prefer subterranean tunnels, and can sometimes be found sharing a dragon's lair working as minions. Though most kobolds are flightless, adventurers should be cautious of the winged variety, lest they get the drop on them. Literally. Number 3. Orcs. Orcs often take on the role of monstrous raiders, with the most aggressive pillaging from village to village, leaving nothing in their wake but ashes and slaughter. These roaming hordes are far beyond the capabilities of a low-level party, but 1 or 2 orc scouts may make for a suitable match, while the rest of the warband looms in the background of your campaign. Then, when your players reach an appropriate level, they may take on the Horde and face off against its ruthless war chief. Number 2. Gnolls. Orcs aren't vicious enough? Prepare yourself for Gnolls. These hyena-like humanoids share a love for raiding and pillaging, but also possess a ferocious hunger. Yes, they eat their enemies. These flesh-hungry packs sweep across entire regions without warning, devouring all living things fueled by a blood-frenzied carnage. And while even the cruelest DM would be crazy to unleash a full force pack of Gnolls on low-level players, a pair of biting, rampaging, hungry Gnolls makes for a great encounter. Number 1. Goblins. When introducing new players to D&D, it's almost a disservice not to make goblins one of the first enemies they face. This is because they're iconic not just to Dungeons & Dragons, but nearly all high fantasy. Though they may appear weak, don't underestimate them. Their propensity to ambush unsuspecting parties has led to goblin underdog victories on multiple occasions. To make encounters even tougher, throw in one or two of the goblinoid cousins, bugbears or hobgoblins. And if the goblinoids win, don't fret. Rather than a total party kill, these creatures gleefully take player characters as captives. So there you have it, our picks for the top 10 classic low-level D&D monsters. Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to help us level up. Then check out some of our other videos for more awesome D&D content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.